on what happened on the last exciting episode?
Yeah, I've prepared a recap.
Please and thank you.
Do you have do you have something upbeat for the? Oh, do you have news bulletin music?
I don't. I have tried to. There is a news bulletin music song in my head, and I cannot find it.
All right. Well, it's all right. We can work with this. I'll try to find something for next week.
This is really weird, but like, I've always thought there's a fight theme in FF8 that sounds like a news bulletin. You can go for that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It sounds like breaking news.
If it'd be easy.
You got a link?
I don't even know what it's called. Let me look it up. Don't like hold the thing up, but I'll look for it.
I'll give you
All
30
right,
seconds.
Jesus.
Go. You just
I
put
believe
on
in you,
Eyes
X.
on Me
I believe in
and
you.
make him recap to Eyes on Me.
I guess it's just like the main standard fight music. How do I make the robot listen to me?
Go to commands
Oh yeah. I have that muted so I don't see it.
and then exclamation mark play and then the link.
There's so many more messages in here than there were last time. Exclamation mark play and then just the YouTube link?
Yes, please.
Perfect. New Year's Day, Zyrantier, 1998. I'm writing this at 8 a.m. using a broken pen and my only remaining scraps of parchment. I have lost all of my coin, my armor, my weapons, and my instrument, all because some prick decided to smuggle contraband and somehow I missed it going on right in front of me. My money's on the captain, but the pigs had a different idea. Sharn Watch dangled me over the big fall and took me for everything I had. The fucking bastards. Luckily, the other passengers were of the charitable variety and talked me out of the long drop with a sudden stop. Shoshana was there, escorting a child, Magnus. Bless her heart. Though what a welcome to the city, seeing an old friend get thrown to his death by the fucking cheese. Welcome to Sharn, Magnus. I'm getting messages from people. I'm gonna go see what those is. Did I get kicked out? No, people are just talking. Other passengers, a warforged named Ivy and a punk named Finn, each had their belongings lumped together with ours and written off on the same receipt. Meeting together in the next morning after I slept on a cheap mattress that had likely seen its fair share of passionate romantic encounters, we were able to gather together at the Tower of Justice. I stopped at Burger Lord for breakfast when I found out they had been taken over the crematorium Shoshana had worked at. It makes way too much sense, and I got the impression that they didn't wash the oven. At the Tower of Justice, we discovered that our items had been looted and lost, sans a few scraps of trash and Finn's dress. Luckily, Shoshana happened to know the captain of the pigs, and we got a job. It doesn't pay much, but we could really use the money. And so began the fellowship of fuck this fucking city. I ended the century while we're en route to the warforged bar with the informant we're supposed to get a statement from. I'm anticipating disaster and strife, but maybe we'll get lucky and just have strife.
That was.
I love it
fantastic.
so much.
That was so good.
That was funny.
It's very good.
Hey, give
Sorry,
me just a second.
I had the
I'm gonna have to
notifications
restart.
on, so I couldn't tell where the messages were coming from. I didn't know. I was worried I disconnected.
My Discord froze.
Oh no. It was so good you killed him's Discord.
Look. All I'm gonna say is, it was fantastic, and I swear to God that it was.
It was what?
Nope, her Discord froze. Finally caught up with him.
Aw. I stopped the news update music. I don't know how to turn it back to the original music, but thank you, X. That was excellent.
You're welcome. Also, here's my first run in our relationship chart.
Deep sigh.
Okay, I have. Nah, never mind.
I don't know if it's accurate. This is just my impression.
Am I back?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yay! It worked. Wait, is this your predictions X of?
That's my assumption based on what we've seen so far.
Ugh, come on.
That is hilarious and no comment.
But yes, you finally spent a full day inside the city of Sharn. And despite the hostile welcome, you've still got your lives and a little bit of money now.
Do we?
Well, you got enough money to eat, which was more than you had yesterday. Speaking of which, I'm not sure if a lot of you have eaten since yesterday.
Well, it was early in the morning when we got started.
Did we
I
already
got breakfast at Burger Lord.
God damn. Did we already get the money for helping Joanne? I thought we were getting it after.
You're getting it after, but there was a bit of money in the evidence locker that you.
Oh,
Reclaim.
right. I didn't take any of it. Okay.
Catching breakfast will cost you 1 silver each, unless you want to get right to work.
Are we going to get an exhausting level if we skip breakfast? What?
There might be some repercussions later.
Shoshan is heading straight for our destination.
All right.
She has no money, so she's not getting breakfast. So if anyone wants breakfast, they will have to stop her and pay for her.
Are there any food carts on the way there?
Oh yeah. There's
I will stop Shoshana, pay for hers if she will stop and let me get something to eat.
Are they giving out free samples to entice customers?
Are they?
No. There's various street meats of a wide variety of qualities.
Before Finn can pay, Magnum just drops money down and glares daggers at Finn.
Finn will take it. Finn will take his back. He don't and he'll glare back.
I'm an idiot. 1 gold is 10 silver?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool. I get me and Shoshana food.
Anyone got a silver for Tommen?
Well, I
Utter
would,
silence.
if you take offense to it.
Why would I take offense to it?
Oh, you seem to be a bit scared of me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I'll pay for Tillman's food.
Okay, so is it like a falafel or
Yeah, what are we buying?
kebab stand?
There isn't like a roll for anything, but one of the more common street meats you're going to find is lizard kebabs that are popular with the halflings.
Koopy sandwich.
Now, do they look like lizards still?
Oh yeah,
Magnum is
Oh, it's
giggling
just like a
madly.
lizard on a stick.
Magnum is giggling with mad abandon at this and might be trying to make his dance before eating it.
oh morbid.
Tommen's a little grossed out, but he eats it even though it's weird.
Finn's just grinning.
They're mildly spicy and they taste delicious.
Not like mercury.
No, I mean like the spices are probably covering it, but hey, what are you going to do?
Anyone that doesn't fully eat theirs, Finn will pocket the rest of theirs before walking off.
You just got a pocket full of crispy lizard bits.
Yes.
There's our episode title: a pocket full of
Tommen-
crispy lizard bits.
Tommen will give Finn the tail tip and the feet tips. I guess the
He'll take 'em.
bones.
He'll take them.
Here's the second question, entirely pedantic. By what means are you traveling to the contact site in High Walls?
I have no money, so I'm walking.
Yeah, I figured just walking down side streets and main roads. Sidewalks on main roads, I mean to say.
So you guys are in, for example, the Central Plateau. To reach High Walls, you'll have to go down a level. Oh, it's even worse than I thought.
We'll have to go down 2 levels, won't we?
You're on the middle central right now. You'll have to go down to the lower level and then cross over into Memphis and then to Tavik's Landing. That will take you 90 minutes. For
Now,
six.
sorry.
Oh, please.
I was about to say, see if I can find any shortcuts or a good way to get a cheap ride.
Let me give you your options here first, and then I'll tell you. We'll get rolling and see if it's going to work. If you take the bus, effectively, there's a series of carriages operated by House Orions. It's basically just the public transports. For 6 gold, it's not gold, 6 copper crowns apiece, you can get there in 45 minutes. Or for 4 silver apiece, you can get there in 10 by hiring a sky coach, a flying taxi.
Jeff, if we were to hypothetically have Featherfall and then just jump, like, would that be a free way to take a shortcut?
I don't think that would significantly reduce the amount of time. Because you still fall at, like, what, 60?
Well, no, you fall real fast, then you do Featherfall right at the end.
Can you do that for 5 people?
Yeah. I mean, I can't. I don't have Featherfall. What are you teacher?
Thank God nobody assumed. That's a great idea, Shoshana. Whoa!
New character.
Finn, would you like to roll Sharn to see if you know a shortcut? This will probably just cut a few minutes off the time, but it wouldn't make a significant dent.
Can anyone do that?
You can give Finn already rolled, but you can give Finn advantage.
Yeah.
First roll is the better roll.
Probably shave 5 minutes off of walking.
He will look at the group and go, "Are we gonna pitch in for something, or are we gonna walk this? Because I know a shortcut."
I have nothing to pitch in.
I'm fine with walking.
I'm flat broke.
Think you guys are walking.
Finn will walk. He doesn't care.
Again, you find yourself navigating the twisting series of bridges and lifts that'll take you through Sharn. You get to go down to Odaro's Kitchen, which is a prominently halfling hospitality district. Perhaps where you picked up those lizards. Very slowly cross over to Memphis, which Central and Memphis, even on their lower levels, are pretty nice. But they're definitely suddenly realize there's not a whole lot of sunlight down here. Even now that the sun's coming up, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. The path takes you through the more upstanding theater district of Torchfire, and then the less and less standing Firelight and Dragon Eyes red light districts.
As we're going through the Dragon Eyes, Finn will tuck his hat down a little more over his face. And is also keeping an eye out, once again, for his wife.
Do we want to talk a little as we walk, or is anyone talking to anyone, or just sort of walking along, keeping to ourselves?
Shoshana's pretty quiet.
Tommen is going to lean over to Shoshana and try to wait until Magnum's out of view, and then ask
He's
how old
not.
he is. Oh God. So Magnum, how old are you?
17?
17?
Yeah.
You might have to wait outside of the bar.
That's alright.
All right, just wanted to make sure. And how old are you,
Finn-
Finn?
Is that true? Is there a drinking age in Sharn?
Give me 2 seconds, actually.
I'm joking. You're not that young. I was just compliment. Never mind.
I'm 24, but thank you for the compliment.
Yeah.
I don't think age will be the deciding factor of whether we're welcome here or not.
What?
Turns to Ivy. Turns back. You might have a point there.
Her face didn't change.
Worst case,
Could it be the norm?
worst case,
Ivy, I know you're new to this city, but surely you've had similar experiences elsewhere?
It's been many years since I have spoken to any other warforged, and since the treaty, I don't know what this is going to be like.
think you have the least of all of us to worry about. If that's any consolation.
And we're here if you need us.
As long as no one is openly hostile to them, I imagine they would be welcoming.
And who would be openly hostile to Warforged in a city like this? I mean, come on.
Hey, I'm chill.
It takes you the better part of an hour. The better part of an hour, more than an hour, obviously. But with a few creative shortcuts, you do manage to arrive over in the upstanding High Walls district, wherein many of the Chiron refugees have chosen to remain as their applications for citizenship are being processed.
Is this where you stayed last night, Mr. Patch?
Yes, that's right. And he's waving to people and greeting people. He was working at the soup kitchen last night before he found a mat to pass out on. So he's like there's a ton of people here. It's way too overpopulated, but he at least is navigating well now.
Shashan's just kind of looking around this place in mild horror.
He's incredibly upbeat. He's practically skipping down the street as they walk.
Alright, dude. I have to ask. This is
Just
not
walking through,
typical
like,
of my
home.
past experiences with you, is it?
No, it's not.
Just
Yeah, even
Shashan's
Tom's
just
gonna
like,
sign off that.
where am I? What? Totally thrown for a loop.
The stench of body odor, garbage, and tobacco mixed together in the streets. Imposing walls cut off this district's crumbling, vandalized buildings from the rest of Sharn, though towers rise over the walls like imposing sentries. Many people stand idly on street corners, eyeing you suspiciously and keeping to themselves.
I mean, I guess Patch, he was here before and he's skipping on ahead, so
Yeah, he'll
Merrily
continue
upon
ahead.
its way.
He would know this leg, I would think.
Yeah, Finn will follow along closely behind Patch as well.
Oh, we're up there.
You know what? Delvin, you were here yesterday.
Yes.
Sorry, Luna, we're getting a bit of a background noise off of you.
I don't know what it is because
Yeah.
there's nothing else in this room that's making sound.
It's
It's
so
just-
weird. It's oh, it's
It's
Sounds
gone.
like there's-
static when you
Now it's
talk.
gone. Yeah.
It
Say
sounded like
something
either like
or not.
There's too many people talking, I can't tell what anyone was saying to me, sorry.
There's just a weird bit of static in the background whenever you were talking. It was a strange sound. But I think it's gone now. We'll see how long that lasts.
Cool. New things to brag about.
Beth?
Talman was in here yesterday. Let's give him a Sharn roll. It'd be like DC 14 if he happened to notice the one warforged bar in the district. Oh yeah, he saw that place.
He'll lead everyone right there. We don't need to dick around just so he can stop and talk to people. Just as he walks people on the street, I assume there's like beggars and there's destitute people just sort of sitting around, and he's just merrily waving and greeting everyone and giving like Chiron style greetings, like the expressions that they would use.
Finn's keeping a lookout for anyone he may know.
Everyone's more or less giving just weird looks. Like you are the by far happiest person in this entire section of town.
Come on, lads, keep your chins up.
I'm
You don't want to make eye contact with a rat on the street, or it'll go for your ankles.
I'm going to, in a way that only Mr. Patch can hear, just quietly say, "You're overdoing it."
He's just gonna turn and give her a smile, and just sort of he disregards it. He shrugs. Where should I relocate the piece to, Jeff? Where is this place?
Oh, now my stupid cat is back. Sit down. It's actually pretty easy to find. That roll, I'm going to let you skip whatever little random encounter here. Let me make sure I got this set up. I know I set this stuff up, and then I actually get there, and I'm like, crap, I'm certain I've never set this up.
All Warforged look the same.
The Cog Carnival is a dilapidated dive bar that has a brightly colored sign announcing its presence. The graffiti on the outside of the building marks things like "Forged our scrap." A large warforged with a carved chunk of wood replacing a severed foot stands guard outside the door.
What's the atmosphere on this guy? Is he just like clearly a bouncer?
He appears to be the bouncer, yeah.
Tomlin will approach unless Ivy wants to.
Yeah, Finn will make way and move out of the way for Ivy respectfully.
All right, and then she'll step forward. Hello.
Morning.
May we come in?
You can. Your friends
But not.
runs a 5 copper cover charge.
How much copper is in a gold again?
100? I think. Because 10 copper per silver, 10 silver per gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Ivy will hand him a gold piece.
That is an incredible amount of overpaying.
Well,
Does he have change?
Yeah, you can make change if you want.
I have a couple of pieces of silver that I can trade.
whatever is
Absolutely, I'm gonna have-
easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the door puzzle has been solved.
Once again, you
Hey,
buy your
oh, go ahead, Jeff.
way through your problems.
No. Hey, it's our first time here. We don't want to cause a ruckus. Any rules we should know?
The bouncer just kind of shrugs. Don't cause a ruckus.
I'll pay the 2 silver. You keep your gold, Ivy, so you don't have to convert it.
Oh, cool.
And then he opens up the door and lets you all pass inside. Smoky, low flames in a fireplace barely illuminate the cracked stone walls and filthy floor of this establishment. The single-room space is crowded with warforged with severed digits or limbs, scars, burns, and other wounds. Other warforged in the area are gathered around traditional dice, card, dart, and board games, as well as carnival competitions such as throwing metal rings on the posts, tossing a ball at a tower of weighted iron cups hard enough to make them fall down, and striking a homemade machine hard enough with a hammer to make it ring a bell. A small bar on the counter in the corner serves cheap ale.
Are they
Is
all
there a
wearing striped shirts with tiny mustaches? Like old-timey weightlifters?
Alas, no.
Dang it, that'd be awesome.
I assume all the games are just being played with over money. There's not like a prize there's not a prize table and tickets.
There's no apparent money or tickets or any sort of prize for winning here that you can see.
Oh.
Chances are good an establishment this run down probably isn't paying to have a gambling license.
License.
Oh.
You
So
said
this is like a game club.
Yeah.
there's alcohol here,
Yes.
Yes.
but why? Do I see anyone
Maybe?
drinking it? What are they
Yeah.
doing with it?
Warforged can drink and get drunk. It's just a lot harder. It's why healing potions work. They can't absorb that.
I guess they don't need to eat. Doesn't mean they can't.
Yeah.
Right? Is that it? Okay. Huh.
Neat.
Well, that
There's a
means
little-
there's a bartender. So
So, somewhere deep in Eberron, there is a loud screaming of a tiefling in complete anger as they find out that information, and the whole nation can hear it.
That's what caused the warning.
You hear that, Fezzik? That is the sound of infinite suffering. My heart made that sound when the six-fingered man killed my father. Sorry.
We're just making fun of Zeroni, don't worry about it.
Did we get a description of the person we were supposed to find? I know we got a name, but
You only got the name of Cole.
oh, I should have asked.
I will note that Magnum is unusually quiet and is currently bouncing on his feet, looking around and trying to make a decision on what not to do, and quickly shoves his hands in his pockets and tries to keep to himself like, nope, don't do it, don't do it!
What
Uh,
were we told whether Cole works here or if he just hangs out here?
All you know is that Cole will meet you here.
Oh, so he's like, we're expected?
Well, Cole apparently got into contact with Vilroy, and Vilroy sent you.
Okay, well, then I'll just sit at this table that I'm already sitting at. We're very obvious. I assume someone who knows that Vilroy's sending people.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
You
it's
are
them.
attracting a few sideways stares like, what the hell are these guys doing here? All right.
Do we get approached by a waiter?
No.
Ivy walked over to the bartender, I think,
Yes.
on this map,
What is Ivy up to?
trying to get the person's attention. Hello.
How can I help you?
I'm looking for someone named Cole.
The warforged bartender like drums its fingers on the countertop. Ooh, a lot of people come in here. And as best it can, it like upturns its hand and like looks upwards and innocent as it can.
For real this time, I will give this person a gold.
Oh yeah, it palms that and like swits away. Hey Cole, this one's looking for you. And it points to the. Oh, hang on, we gotta have this right. A warforged at the end of the bar.
This one? Oh, you changed it. Okay. Neat. Gonna head over to his direction then.
I'll also take a moment to highlight how I've sort of organized things in this game, where the handouts are going to be under case files. And so that will show you who's attached to a given episode. And then I can move it from there into like a broader folder if they're going to be recurring characters. Just trying to contain the information more in one place instead of making you guys scroll through like endless subfolders.
Did Cole seem antsy whenever it was mentioned?
Yeah.
Someone... Okay.
Sorry, I want to get back to that. Cole's name gets called out, and it sort of looks around like as though expecting something else before turning to look at Ivy directly.
She's gonna walk in his direction. He doesn't like try to make a break for it or anything.
The Warforged is definitely like seems to be considering it. It's on edge, but seems more wary of Ivy's approach than immediately trying to make a run.
Hello.
Who are you?
You may call me Ivy. Shouldn't say Is it Commander? Was that Vilroy?
Commander, yeah.
Yeah. Commander Vilroy sent us to take your statement. Would you mind coming to sit with my friends?
Hearing Vilroy's names does seem to relax the Warforged a bit. And just as it's about to stand up, there's a shout from the door. And narrowly missing Cole's head is a bolt of fire that smashes onto the wall behind him.
I immediately stand up.
As the Magnum stands up.
I grab my flail.
As does every other Warforged in the bar, and it quickly turns into complete pandemonium in here.
Do I get a kind of close to the door? Like, do I get a glimpse at who shot it? Was it the bouncer?
No, the bouncer seems to be struggling with someone, but more importantly, Cole is running out that back door.
Oh, I guess I'm running after him.
Yeah, I'm taking after him. Look, I'm
I,
getting paid. I need money.
I'm gonna take a step to try. I want to see who the bouncer is struggling with.
It appears to be a kobold.
Huh. A warforged is struggling at subduing a kobold.
Well, again, like this is happening like 2 seconds. Like the kobold came in, basically shot a gun into the bar, and the
Okay.
bouncer's like, "Oh crap!" and is now trying to prevent him from doing a subsequent shot.
Just like at a quick glance, it doesn't seem like this big bouncer warforged is gonna need backup on this, right? Like it seems
Probably not.
okay. Then I'll go with everyone
Oh,
else.
you got to be kidding me. Sorry, my music plans have suddenly shifted because apparently there's an upper limit that you can put on Rhythm Bot, and they want you to pay more.
Oh no.
Huh.
Apparently, my 10-hour extended mix was too long.
Ooh.
Good.
And now we're playing Cowboy Bebop.
Chase sequence begins.
Yes,
Yes.
so for the first time, I have been wanting to run one of these since we started Arcadia, but I never got the chance. It's a chase scene.
Oh my god.
I got this.
I don't have long strider prepared.
Who is this dude?
Which dude?
Oh, it's just a drunk human
Oh.
man.
That one?
This is drunk, normal human man.
A normal human man walks past you.
Immediately gets pushed out of your way as you're running and falls off the bridge.
You need like the Wilhelm scream queued up for that.
So, chase scenes are interesting. I don't know if we're ever going to do one again. We'll see how this goes. Basically, it's kind of assumed that you're all moving at once. Like, in this instance, Cole has 45 feet ahead of everybody else. You're trying to close that distance, but you're using your movement to keep moving with you. Like, you're not able to close the distance. We're going to roll initiative.
Not bad.
Ha!
I'm sorry, let me reroll mine. I was not clicked on my token. I don't even know what.
Hell yeah, Ivy. Oh my god, all of us have shit decks. We're all gonna die.
Hey, at least my first roll was better.
This is because I had to use standard array.
I mean, you're a wizard. You can get away with it a little bit.
I know. I like how on this map we just kind of appeared with Finn in the center of a conglomerate of people, and that amuses me.
You can use your dash action a number of times equal to 3 plus your Constitution modifier. After that, you're going to start rolling exhaustion checks.
It's not that much for
3
me.
plus con mod.
I'm sorry. Oh, they're horses. I was like, are these feet? It's horses.
So I'll try to walk you through this as we go, and I'm going to learn a bit as this happens. Ivy,
Mhm.
you're first up. Again, it isn't a case where you're able to move up and then just try to grapple him. Like, Cole is running away, like, in time with your speed.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to find a way to keep up with it or slow him down. Slow it down.
I've got an idea,
Do
but
spells get to come into play?
It will, but it will cost your action. And since Cole
And
is using its action to run full speed, oh, why did it go back to stupid? I had loop. You will lose 30 feet. Like, you will fall behind for the sake of using your action to cast a spell.
um, I think I'll give it a try, anyways. Um, you know what? You know what shape doesn't exist in the shape handouts? A 20-foot square. That's okay. I can draw that easily enough.
Well, there's only the one target, so don't worry too hard.
Well, it's gonna be something that causes the environment to change. Um, oh my god.
Hey, I never noticed that. Sleep has a duration of 1 minute.
Then why do you make us waste 8 hours every night, Jeff?
Ah.
No, wait, that's 40. No, wait. No, 20. I was right first time. Okay. So, a 40-foot square. I mean, a 20-foot square. Sorry. Of grasping weeds and vines, sprouts in the ground, point within range. The ground in the area becomes difficult terrain.
Oof.
A creature in the area when the spell is cast must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained.
What's the DC on the strength save?
It'll be a 14.
Ooh. No, Cole was built for war. So these plants not going to stop it.
Yeah. At least everyone else can now see the ground looks not as friendly. And maybe he'll be slowed down a little bit, but that'll be what I have done until my next turn.
At the end of your turn, please roll a d20.
My DC?
So at the end of your turn, you roll a d20 to see if the person going after you faces a complication in the chase.
Oh my god.
High numbers are good. Shoshana does not face a complication.
Oh god.
What does Shoshana do?
Alright,
Shoshana?
does it, from what I can see of him running, does it seem like he's gonna turn down that cross street, or is he just beelining straight?
This is just if you follow, this is just the abstract version of what's happening. This is not the actual terrain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well that might change what I'm doing. Alright, sure. I gotta look at that kobold that shot at him, so 60 feet out, just like very close in front of him, popping out of the weeds, I guess, that just grew. I'm going to make a silent image of that same kobold doing another firebolt at him.
All right, that's an interesting move. Sorry. If you want to draw like a little angry kobold ahead of him, that'd be super.
Yes, I do want to
But
draw
first,
it.
please roll a d20. Oh yeah. So Finn's gonna be fine on his turn. Finn, are you up to anything?
Yeah, dash action to catch up to him. I'm gonna be right behind him.
Now, this is like I said, he's dashing ahead of you. This isn't like
Okay.
you're both running full tilt, you're not able to close the distance. So I'm gonna put you back.
Okay.
This does remind me though, Shoshana and IV have fallen behind in the chase 30 feet because of this.
Mhm.
So I'm going to move you guys back.
It's like hopefully our actions have helped. Is
Yeah.
the way Chase is. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm not fast or athletic, so this
No.
is my attempt to set everyone else up.
So Finn, you're using your dash action to
Yeah.
keep pace with him,
Yes.
with it.
Yes. So where do I need to be at?
You're
The same
right
place,
there.
or-
Yeah,
Okay.
same place. It's just
Okay.
you're
Just wanted to
hot
make
on
sure.
hot on Cole's heels, but you're not able to close the
Yeah.
distance. And then please roll a d20.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
Yes.
Oh no.
Tommen,
Yeah.
as you come running down the street, in front of you, two workers carry a large pane of glass blocking your path.
This fucking
Make-
clown show. Make what, Jeff?
Make a DC's 10 strength saving throw.
DC 10. Oh, strength, you say? Good. I made it.
You dramatically like leap and smash through the glass and it looks super cool.
Hell yeah!
Jesus, Jeff. Do I take damage? Are they gonna chase me down and shake me down for money? What the
They're,
fuck?
they're shaking their fists at you, but otherwise you just run. It's one of those random panes of glass that people transport across streets.
Well, you all just saw Tommen fucking burst through glass and come out the other side, and you know, bits of glass just in his face now as he runs, blood pouring down. He's still smiling. He's still doing fine.
It's a
Spitting
glass
out
muffin.
glass.
Stop!
You'll hear from behind you. Finn look back and go, "There's the Tom that I know."
Is
How do you know him again?
What?
We're running. Is he 45 feet ahead of me?
The position's on the. He is 50 feet ahead of you.
All right, he's out of range of everything I have, so I have no choice. I'm just gonna continue to sprint. So I have a Constitution of 14, so I have a little bit I can give. So I'll continue to chase. I'll keep pace with Finn.
All right. And then please roll a d20.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Uh, so as Magnum comes running down, a small sovereign temple church, a small sovereign host church, apparently lets out a congregation at this time, and a large crowd pours onto the street in his path.
That's fine. It's great.
You can make either a DC 10 athletics or acrobatics check to make your way through the crowd unimpeded.
I'll try and flip my way through that crowd.
Flip wizard!
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah!
You like jump on everybody's shoulders and just dart over and are able to continue without hindrance.
Excuse me, pardon me, sorry. Ooh, nice hat. He goes, all right, time to come out and play. And he snaps his fingers, and 30 feet in front of him, a little, like, tiny shadow darts out from behind, like, a bench or something. And he just says, follow. And he is going to summon his little friend. As soon as I figure out where his token is. So I can summon him 30 feet out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it is, once it's in the light, a very floofy maned cat with no tail, with long lanky legs. And it just appears in like a little, you know, like in the cartoons where they come out of the skinny rail where there's like no way they could possibly be behind that. It just comes right out from behind one of those.
All right, but that will cost you 30 feet.
That's okay. It has 40 feet of movement.
Ooh.
Now, how are we handling friends in this game? Are they on their own turn order, or are they on our turn order?
I'm going to say we'll put it on Magnum's turn.
Okay. So then it would get to do its thing. And it's going to give chase, but it has 40 feet of movement. I don't know what the warforged speed is, but...
It is 30, so it's able to advance by 10 feet.
Aha! Go, little friend.
there's just this huge war robot being chased by a cat down the middle of the street.
Now I have to find that gif, and I will find it and send it, but that is all Magnum can do.
And then please roll a d20.
Oh yeah, I have to do that still, don't I? Where the heck is that? It's over here.
Oh no!
Ah, another pane of
There's
glass.
another pane of glass in Cole's way.
Oh no, what's a cobalt?
Just has everything dumped in front of his path. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. He fails everything. Okay, so first off, strength check to get through the glass.
It's classic.
Oh yeah, Cole busts through that like the Kool-Aid, man. It's awesome. But the kobold appearing in its path startles it, and it tries to like block it, but realizes perhaps too late it's an illusion and tries to cut down another way. So it's lost its action, and even then, it's going to move through how much difficult terrain? 20 feet?
It's the normal difficult terrain, so.
No, but I mean, like, what's the distance on it? It's 20 feet across, right?
Oh yeah, 20 foot.
So, effectively, he can only move 15 feet this turn. So, he needs to key. Yeah, he is slowed right down. Right about there, I believe. Right? Right. Yeah. Is Cat Friend just going to be hot on its heels, or is Ash trying to like get ahead of it, or?
It's just following. Like, it was just told to follow him.
All right. The catch here is that everybody else is going to have to try to navigate this difficult terrain, I believe. And then D20. Nothing happens to Ivy.
Dashing, I think. Does that get me into my own difficult terrain?
That will put you into your own difficult terrain, yeah.
Yeah. It's a concentration spell, so I'm gonna hang on to it for now, but probably next time it'll get dropped, because it was slowing him down, so I guess I'm gonna run into my, difficult terrain.
So you're still dashing, though?
Yeah.
So you're good for the first 25. And then you get 45 feet. So I think that's going to put you back a few, though.
Oh, because I was already behind?
You're already behind. And you need to basically keep 60 per turn to stay even. Right?
I believe
Jeff.
I'm
We'll work
learning this
out.
system
I'm
as it
having
goes
fun.
on. And then please roll a d20. Oh, nothing interesting happens.
Yay.
To Shoshana, who's up next.
That sound, though, was great.
Okay, so originally I was hoping to make use of some of the features I saw on the street, but I don't know if they actually exist or not, so I will have to ask.
Such
Is
as?
there like any, like, I was looking at up here where these two guys with this like fruit cart or whatever. Is there anything like that? As long as you're doing all the chase tropes, is there like a fruit cart around somewhere?
There is on random events.
Okay, so nothing that I could immediately like push into his way to keep him from running quickly or anything like that, right?
What are you like? How so? Push it in this way? Like, what are you trying to do?
Well, he's about to leave the difficult terrain if he keeps running. I kind of want to just make more by knocking something over, if there's anything to knock over there.
I mean, how?
I have a way, if it's possible to do, if there's stuff to do.
Let's just roll some die.
Let me measure to just be sure. Yeah, I can do it.
Even, yeah, there's a big stack of barrels, sure.
Awesome. Well, then, again, with my action, because I'm not going to catch up to this dude, I'm going to... Actually, this isn't even concentration. Not that the kobold's helping, but the kobold's going to hang around, because this is not concentration. I'm going to summon an unseen servant! Ta-da! And he's going to knock over all those barrels!
Oh my god, it's back. Oh, I love it.
He will not remain a banana man forever, but for right now. Yes! Maybe he will remain a banana man if he dances to the time of the music.
Does it have a strength score?
Strength of 2.
Strength of 2. Like +2 or just 2?
2.
No. Oh, give me a DC.
Task that a human servant could do.
Yeah, give me a DC 10 strength chest to push these barrels over just in the nick of time.
With a -4.
To do it.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Oh!
So close.
So whatever's in these barrels is too heavy. They're just very slowly sliding forward, but it's not
You're
enough
gonna land
to
on
tip over. And it's dead. No. And then
I'll use my bonus action. Actually, maybe I'm too far away now. No, I'm too far away. I'll use my bonus action to call out to Mr. Patch. Just like I'll say, don't hurt him. but
I'm going to hurt him.
don't hurt him. And Mr.
I'm
Patch will
sorry.
have a D6 to use on an ability check or saving throw if he wants.
And then please roll a d20.
Oh god. Well, I'm like in last. I can't possibly ruin anyone's day from back here. Oh, okay, that's good.
You're fine. Finn.
How far away is Cole from me right now?
The relative distances on the map are correct. You're 20 feet behind.
Okay.
But you are going to have to move through 20 feet of difficult terrain as well. So that's going to slow you down a bit.
You will see Finn's. The first thing that the rest of the party will see is Finn's shadow will kind of separate from itself, turn around, flip off Magnum, and then a black kind of energy will kind of surround Finn as he angrily starts to beat his way through these patches of what Ivy's thrown down, because he's gonna kick this guy's ass, and then he's thinking about kicking Magnum.
Do I have any idea what the fuck I just saw?
No. And yeah, I'm. What kind of check do I need to make? Strength check?
No, it's just difficult terrain.
Just difficult terrain.
Yeah, it's just going to be double movement. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna grapple him. If that's okay.
Let me just calculate it. I think, yeah, you are able to get close the distance enough on him because Cole's right. Sorry, I'm learning the system as I play.
No, that's fine.
I think you. Yeah, because you got slowed down significantly. I believe you are able to close in and make a grapple.
Okay, what do I need to roll for that?
It's
been a long time since I've grappled somebody.
You make an athletics check versus the target's athletics or acrobatics.
And I make that with advantage. Damn it!
Oh.
You know,
Very strong.
For a warforged with one arm, it's actually surprisingly good at this.
You'll
Did
see him
Finn-
shake Finn. You'll see
Did
him
Finn
shake
grab
Finn
the
off.
wrong arm and it just came off?
I hope so. You'll see as Finn misses this grapple, you'll see his shadow throw its arms up like, what the fuck, dude? Come on! And you'll notice he has no idea what's going on behind him. He doesn't notice his shadow moving separately at all.
All right, and then please roll a d20.
Come on, Tillman, I need you right now.
Front row.
Try.
Yes!
Try.
An overzealous guard mistakes you for someone else. As
Oh,
you pass
God.
by, it makes an makes an opportunity attack against you. So there's just one random watchman that sees Tom and is like, "Oh, "It's Akaros the puppy killer," and then tries to bonk you.
I
Uh,
want to know
Oh, this is
how did
Warlock.
these
Is what
people
the guard
find
did.
this out?
It's the only horrible criminal I can think of off the top of my head.
Horrible criminal.
By Jove, it's Jack the Ripper. Oh wait, I guess it wasn't him. All right, carry on.
Okay, so make the attack.
All right, I just gotta find the right sheet.
You're good.
You're about to get speared.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there anything like, please tell me
Mrs.
that's
Like,
Whoosh. Sorry, go about your day, citizen.
Okay, so I don't fully understand, if I just continue to use my action to dash, that will only maintain my current distance of still being 20 feet away, right?
Because of the difficult terrain, you are able to get close enough that you'll be able to get right there.
Okay. And I didn't need my action?
Without your action, yes.
Okay, shit. I didn't think I'd get this far. Fuck. He is going to try to just get the warforged attention. He's not trying to grapple him, but he's trying to, like, calm him down. So he'll put a hand on his shoulder and just try to shout very loudly.
calm down now.
We work for the Vilroy. Stop what you're doing or we'll be forced to restrain you. Please, we've broken so many windows.
Give me a persuasion check. This would be like DC 15.
And I will add the D6 when I fail.
I believe you.
Oh,
you can do it, you can do it.
Oh,
Feels
This
bad,
game
guys.
is
That's my
not
turn.
going to be that the enemies have 1 HP left. It's going to be that we missed the DCs by 1.
Cole shouts over his shoulder, "It's not you I'm running from!" And then please roll a d20.
oh, come on. Place is full of
Just one
churches.
again. Yeah, there's just a large crowd of people just milling about in front of Magnum's path again. Please give me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Nope.
Poof, ow, ow, ow!
No, it's more like as he gets squished between some things. People move, he's just like.
The crowd counts as 10 feet of difficult terrain.
It's okay. I'm not doing anything but running and cheering on my friend.
You're just gonna run though?
Yeah.
So you fall behind by 10 feet? Yeah. Please roll a d20.
Sure.
Roll bad, roll bad, roll bad, roll bad. Damn it.
High numbers are good. You want high numbers to get no complications.
No, but we want complications for him.
Over. Yeah.
I'm right in front of the dude.
Come on, barrels. Take them out, barrels.
No, Cole's way past the barrels at this point. Like, Banana Man has fallen significantly behind by this point. Cole continues running at full tilt, escapes the difficult terrain. Then rolls d20. Nothing happens to Ivy. To
And he's
continue on,
out of.
he's out of the difficult terrain. You're heading into it.
Yeah, so she then drops concentration on the spell, and the plants wilt away, and I guess I'm just dashing.
All right. So you keep pace, and then please roll a d20. I like that it makes the player roll the d20 to screw over the next party member.
Pretty choice.
Shoshana, you still have a clear path. X?
I'm muted. Sorry. If I just wanted to talk to him, I can just yell down the street without slowing down, right?
If it's going to be like a persuasion check or anything, that will be your action, though.
Oh God. Well, I guess I better do that before he gets any farther ahead of me. So I'll do my normal movement, and then building off of what Mr. Patch said. Please, Cole. If you run from us, we can't protect you.
Again, DC 15 persuasion roll, please.
God. There we go.
Cole slows down. What does... Now that, like, Cole is definitely coming to a stop, what does Scragamuffin, Finn, and Tommen do?
Finn
I'm
tackles
also
him.
gonna use a bonus action.
He will just straight up tackle him to the ground.
Sorry, X, what did you say?
Luna gets a d6.
Thank you.
Oh, hey. Tommen.
Tommen is just gonna stand by, slow to a stop, and just start like breathing heavily and recovering like me after walking a small flight of stairs.
Same.
Scragamuff is going to neatly hop out of the way of the charging person. Like a little deer, just like boing! And then go and sit and purr very loudly in front of him.
Just for giggles, Finn, please give me a DC 15 athletics check to actually tackle this very large metal man.
Look, I'm really mad and I need a win. It's been a bad week.
Was that with advantage?
Yes, in a rage. The advantage on trick check.
So, this scrawny little guy hits Iron Man like a ton of bricks. And it's Iron Man that flinches and goes down.
Finn will just, eyes fully black, just look down at him and go, if you ever make me run again, I'll fucking kill ya. Now you're gonna be still and do what we fucking say.
Finn, we just calm down. Finn, sir, sorry, he's just a little overzealous. Ah.
If they're both on the ground, Scragamuffin just walks up and like licks the warforged on the cheek, just like what? And then makes a face cause metal.
Finn's shadow's gonna swat at it. It won't do anything, but it's gonna act like it's going to.
The cat stares it down with indifference. bright, glowing red eyes just staring. And there goes the Banana Man dancing. Oh, Towan would recognize those eyes as the thing that refused sausage from under the table earlier.
Ah.
Now you can see the full beastie.
Roman, would you would have figured out who Finn was by now?
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have, yeah, you would have
no,
figured that out.
he's kind of watching Finn wrestle the warforged to the ground, and he's not really saying anything else at this point.
Can we please be civil about this?
Everybody else, given enough time, is able to catch up.
Magnum's just all smiles. He picks up his cat and puts it on his shoulders and just kind of stands off to the side, looking cheerful.
Finn will climb off slowly and just still death staring.
Finn's death staring this warforged. So even though Finn barely hits this thing's shoulder, the warforged is the one that looks really nervous. Like,
Just gonna go put a hand on his arm, it's okay. Is there somewhere a little more private and a little more secure that we can go to have a conversation?
the carnival was the private, secure spot.
I have never heard the words carnival and private secure used in the same sentence, but fine.
Perhaps better to find somewhere without a crowd than to find one to blend into.
Someone wants to roll a shard, and he could find a more private spot.
Yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot.
I will too.
What's the stat for this?
It's the Sharn check. Otherwise, it's just Wisdom plus Sharn.
Hmm.
16, yeah, you're able to find a handy little nook or cranny that you can disappear in that you're pretty sure you wouldn't be found anytime soon.
So does someone else want to take the statement while Finn and I make sure we aren't disturbed?
Ooh, I'm gonna run things.
You're gonna run the interrogation?
I'll help.
You said I just take notes.
No, go for it. I encourage it. You
Frown.
got this.
Of course I do.
You're not going far, are you, Mr. Patch?
I'm guarding the entrance. With
Oh,
Finn.
where are we?
like a stairwell, right?
Yeah,
a little
like-
off. Yeah.
Imagine like a really barren utilitarian emergency exit
Gotcha.
kind of stairwell.
First of all, Mr. Cole, who was it that attacked you?
The warforged kind of embarrassingly adjusts itself and mutters something that you can't quite hear.
I'm sorry.
Misses.
I actually didn't hear that. What did he say?
Mrs. Cole.
Oh no! I just kind of
This is in the book. This is in the this is right out of the encounter that comes with the Everon game.
Is this usual for you, or do you find yourselves on opposite sides of a conflict?
She sighs and just sort of idly like holds on to the missing arm. Oh, they killed my friend.
Okay. I feel like I'm missing something here.
Me too. But that's
Kobold is his wife, and she killed his friend.
Who said what? No, what?
so.
So you
It's not
Sorry,
his
well-
wife, it's a woman, right?
yeah, you addressed him as Mr. Cole, and she corrected
Oh,
you as
well, I thought
Mrs.
you were
Cole.
just using it as the pronoun, so okay.
I
I'm
was because
sorry.
nobody knew any better. It's the default sort of one, and
So.
Okay.
So, they didn't answer the first question at all.
So yeah, so they don't know who attacked. She doesn't know who attacked her.
sorry, backing up. Asked who attacked her. Cole says, "It was Dask."
I don't know who that is. Yeah.
You know, God damn it.
Okay. All right. Does Shoshana know what that means? Because I don't. Okay.
Dask is one of the newer gangs in the city that have been making quite a stir because they've only showed up the last couple of years and wrecked up what the Boromars were doing in town.
So, Ms. Cole, is it fair to assume that they're the ones responsible for the smuggling?
I don't know about that. I just know the kidnapping and the murder.
Well, perhaps you'll tell us more about that then.
I had a friend named Razor from the war. Came to Sharn looking for work. Got recruited. Razor did. I can't work. I still have the. And she gestures to the one missing arm, like when she says, "I can't work." Got recruited, Razor, by one of the Orion House scions, name of Alden de Orion. Sure.
Spelling.
Razor found out too much, I think. It wasn't a legit Orion job. Turns out Dace kidnapped the guy's kid. They're using him as cover, digging an old Sharn.
Do you know where?
I don't.
Do you know who might?
She shrugs. The Alden guy, Dorian.
Where was your friend recruited by him?
There are job postings all through town. Day after Razor told me all this, they left him scrapped in the side of the road.
I'm very sorry. Do you have somewhere to go? Would you like to come with us and see this through?
She shakes her head, like just very like, no, no, no. I've seen enough of this for one life. I'm getting out of town.
Just kind of look back at everyone in case anyone has more questions.
Is there not a place that you could get repaired in the city?
A few, if you have the coin.
Get her to sign the statement.
Epic Foley work.
I'm getting a Mountain Dew. If there's any,
I am guarding the entrance.
Oh, man.
Sure. What did the statement say? Like, or no? This is has has Magnum been taking good notes?
Give me 1 second. Man, working at a call center for several years has taught me how to type fast and take very ridiculous notes.
I'm gonna need to handwrite these notes. I'm not gonna be able to keep up with typing.
See, the problem with me seeing that word "dask" written out, I'm just gonna, every time I say it, I'm gonna say "dask."
Yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
know.
I was like,
It's-
wait, what?
if everybody thinks Dask, that's is better. We'll go with Dask.
Yeah. I was planning to, anyways.
Dask it is.
Now it just sounds Bostonian.
It sounds more like what the goblin language would sound like.
So,
But it's not Goblin. Goblins have their own thing. They're not part of Dask.
But it has the double vowel, which is like a lot of words, even if you're an orc, do, because it's based off the goblinoid language. So there's roots to goblin.
cool.
So, in addition to your case files, there's also a little thing called case notes, which you should be able to edit yourselves. But I've also can update like the little quest log with basic information anyway.
I did hear digging in Old Sharn. Fantastic. Yeah, during this whole thing, you just see Magnum like pull out like a pen, like the tip, and just go scribble, 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 scribble really fast.
Is there anything else at all that you think would be of use for us to know?
She shakes her head. Sorry, I wasn't there. I didn't talk to these guys. Razor was the one who knew everything.
We appreciate your help regardless.
Do you know where you'll go?
Hadn't thought that far, but anywhere safer than here right now.
Do you like the woods?
Never thought of it.
There is a lot of space in the Eldine Reaches if you would like nature.
Uh, her head tilts like side to side as though considering it, and just like good a place to start as any.
Good luck.
You too. And then makes a fist. Make him hurt for Fraser.
Well, is it like a fist that just held up next to them, or is it like sticking out? Like
No, just like a
power fist?
power fist.
Okay.
Not the fist bump won't be invented for several more decades.
Unless we have something to say about it.
Ivy will copy the power fist, but she's never done that before, but she's gonna do it.
We'll do our best. Best of luck to you.
With that, Cole moves out, checks both ends of the door to make sure that there's nobody there, and disappears.
Did we get what we need?
I hope so. We got something.
Well, great. Let's go get paid.
I'm just kind of eyeing Finn the whole way back.
He looks completely normal again.
I now and then I'll glance at Mr. Patch just to be like, do you have any fucking idea what like trying to
Magnum,
gauge
you guys are
awareness
you guys are having that like silent eye conversation, and Magnum just walks up and goes tap tap on his shoulder.
on Finn's shoulder?
Yep. He has
Oh,
to
great.
bend down just a
Yes,
little bit.
You'll see Finn will look over his shoulder, see you, and literally jump back and go, oh. Yes?
How'd you do that with your shadow?
Do what with my shadow?
It flipped me off.
I don't know what your little cat magic's doing to your head, but you shouldn't be playing with those things. They're dangerous. And he'll keep walking on.
My cat's not dangerous. It's my friend. Just a cat. Pet's kitty. Isn't that right, Scraggle Muffin? You're a muffin? Yes, you are.
So, does it look like a corpore, like just like a regular cat now?
Yeah, it's the regular. The only reason I was describing it as a shadow is because it was darting really fast.
Okay.
You know how cats blend in when they move. They just have a blur filter over them.
Finn's gonna reach out and just kind of like poke it and make sure it's like corporeal.
Depending on where
Very
is he poking? Nose? Floof?
Floof.
It's very soft and floofy.
Good. He just kind of eases a little bit, like, all right, maybe it's just a cat.
On our way back, I'd like to go through the club again to see how the bouncer did with the kobold.
I'm really hoping they stuffed him in like a pickle jar.
Yeah. Using it as a pinata, it's a party game.
Oh.
Oh, not that one. Hang on a tick. I just had this map. Where did I put it? Oh my god.
Should we take break, or do we want to wait a little longer?
We'll do this one scene here real quick, and then that should be break time afterwards. If you guys decide to head on back to the carnival, you return to find the bouncer pretty much standing as stern as ever as you left him, but beside him, strung up 10 feet by his ankles, a kobold is desperately flailing. Come on, I missed. What's the matter? Come.
We'll take him from
Oh.
here.
Yeah, Finn's gonna walk up and poke him.
You just see Magnum's shoulders relax, like he was gonna do that, but someone else did it first. That's fine. He just kind of like gives a look at Shoshana, like, see, I didn't do the thing that you thought I was gonna do.
Oh god.
We happen to be going to the Viceroy right now. We'll take him.
The bouncer just shrugs. Doesn't care if this thing lives or dies.
Passes it off.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
Tommen is
beside him, like, pulls a little rope, and then the kobold immediately falls flat on its head.
nice. So since it can't escape, it's tied still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommen's going to stuff it in his backpack.
Is it like C-3PO style, where his head is sticking out backwards?
No, he zips it up. It's just strapped inside.
Just muffled, angry kobold noises.
Kind of impressed to fit in there.
Can you repeat that?
Kind of impressed that it fit in there.
Oh yeah. All right. And
Just
he's holding up the backpack and he's kind of shaking it around a little as he looks to everyone and like starts to walk out of the high wall district. He's like, "All right, well, let's go find an edge to throw this guy off of."
Angry kobold noises increase.
I thought we were bringing him back to
Still
the.
anger? He's not even afraid yet? Holy shit. Sorry, I interrupted someone.
I thought we were bringing him back to the voice. Whatever she's called.
He makes like a shh motion towards Magnum, and he's like, "No, we could do that, but it'd be way easier just to, beat the shit out of him and, throw him over the edge."
After I get all I need from him, what's the point in keeping him around?
Magnum's making faces and kind of just drops back to walk silently behind Shoshana.
So yeah, psychological torture while walking towards the Tower of Justice. If we're going straight there, are we going straight there?
Or we're gonna have a
Yes.
break first.
To cut down on the
break.
psychological torture.
It's only a 90-minute walk. It'll be fine.
A lot of stewing time for him.
He starts like throwing the backpack back and forth between himself and Finn.
They're just playing catch.
Eventually, Magnum will step between the two of it and catch the backpack and just be like, "Stop," and then walk and carry the backpack himself.
We were just having a bit of fun with him. I mean, he shot at our friend.
He shot at our contact. Don't get too invested.
Friend contact, it's all nothing.
It's really not.
Otherwise, 15-minute break.
I'm going to see if pausing the recording actually pauses it.
All of that. Because I was so sad.
I'm back.
We good.
I'm here.
Again, a 90-minute walk to return to the Hall of Justice as you torment this poor entrapped kobold in your backpack like a pinata.
No, that's
Not for the last hour or so.
Yeah, our fun was interrupted.
By around noon, you do manage to return. By this time, like even the low points of the city, there's a little bit of sun peeking through the bridges. And it's not long before you find yourself out front of the Hall of Justice.
I will enter and hold the door for them.
Magnum is hanging onto the backpack and walks in. And my character sheet don't want to work. Cool.
Behind the desk, the same goblin secretary is busily working on paper.
Miss Leslie.
They all came back.
What we did is Commander Vilroy.
She's in the office. Go right in.
Okay. Off I go. I'll knock. I'm a polite person.
Come in.
Once again, getting the door for Mag. Got his arms full.
Shoshana, you might want to check in your kobold at the entrance.
I just glare at Mr. Patch.
She's carrying it, isn't she?
No, Mag is carrying it.
Oh, sorry.
Leslie looks up from her paperwork, trying to figure out what the heck that comment meant.
We've just spoken to Ms. Cole and apprehended. Well, I'll let Mag make the presentation.
Unzips bag.
This poor kobold like pokes his head out, gasping for air.
They attempted to attack Miss Cole when we went to speak to her.
Either.
Kobold tips up. These weirdos kidnapped me! I was minding my own business!
You were hanging upside down in front of the bar.
You shot a firebolt at a man.
Woman.
Well, warforged.
Either way, we figured we'd bring him in.
Leslie just sighs and just points at the main double doors. Have him check in with Mikey.
Magnum will pull the notes that he took earlier out of his pocket, hand them to Shoshana, and he will go deal with the cobalt thing. He does ask for help from the goblin at the desk. Like, I was told to bring him to Mikey.
Down the hall to the left, last door.
Mocks the loot, heads that way.
This year, like, again, like the kobold yelling up, going down the hallway. This won't be the last you hear from me!
Could you keep your voice down? I'm right here. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks. No.
So while that's going on, let's heads for Vilroy's office.
Yeah, I'll pass off the papers that Mag left me.
She takes them and quickly reads over the contents of the statement. Tilts her head curiously. Someone kidnapped a Scion's kid? Oh, they got balls. After a moment, she puts the papers down, turns around, stands up, heads over to the shelf along the side of her wall, and opens up a little safe built into the shelf and procures enough gold to give each of you 10.
Can I see the combination?
No. She intentionally makes sure that you can't see the combination.
Can I see that he's trying to see the combination?
Yeah, someone just obviously leaning way over.
I just glared at him again. Do you need us to speak to the prisoner?
That much I can sort out.
Sure. I could lend you a hand.
Hands out 10 gold to everybody. Nah, the angle you guys might want to work. Trust me, Sharn Watch hasn't got a report of anyone kidnapping the children of a dragon-marked house. Which means they're trying to keep it quiet. Or don't know what to do about it. And since we don't make a habit of going around asking the nobility of the city if any children are missing, perhaps a band of go-getters like yourself may wish to inquire.
Is that what we are? Go-getters?
It was the politest word I could come up with.
All right, well, say we go get Are we talking another 10 gold, or...
You're talking whatever this Alden Deorian fellow wants to pay you. And the Dragon Marks pay more than I do, I can tell you that.
Yes! Yes, they certainly do.
Have you worked with the Dragon Marked houses before, Mr. Patch?
Everyone knows about the Dragon Marked houses. Anyone who has ever been in war has worked with the Dragon Marked houses. And the entire world was at war until recently.
I don't know anything about him.
Worked with is not the same as worked for.
Hi, they're all the same. A bunch of stuck-up snobs.
Accurate.
Very.
When Magnum returns, he returns holding the backpack at arm's reach. The kobold left an awful mess in there.
That's fine. He's just gonna throw it out.
He has 10 gold now. He can do whatever he wants.
When Magnum brought him back to their place, he would have apologized for the behavior of all the other people in the group before turning him in.
Guys, very much for covering this off for me. Sorry about your stuff.
Jermaine.
Yeah, Luna, we're still getting some weird static off you.
I mean, there's nothing I can do about it.
It's weird because it sometimes goes really loud and then it goes really quiet.
That's because I have to mute my mic with the button on it in order for the recording not to pick me up when I move, so my chair doesn't make a loud squeaky noise. So either you guys are going to get me eating weird things, or the loud squeaky noise in my chair, or me drinking and making horrible sounds. Or some static once in a while.
The static gets louder when it's on mute?
I don't hear anything, so I don't know.
Weird. It will forever remain a mystery. Anyway. Otherwise, apparently, Vilroy's business with you is concluded.
We should catch up sometime.
You lot planning to be in town for a while?
Forever, I hope.
Where are you staying?
I'll let you know once I do.
Good luck. It ain't cheap finding a spot now.
Yeah, I'll just say my goodbyes and bow out.
If you ever need another job, you know where to find me.
I'll keep you in mind. Oh, what did we lose?
Rhythm bot.
Oh no!
That might have been me.
did you boot out Rhythm Bot?
I dropped my phone and I did something. I might have accidentally kicked Rhythm Bot. Sorry.
He's not coming back.
Might have to re-invite him.
Oh my god.
No, he's still like is offline.
Maybe you now.
It's probably a thing that can happen.
Oh yeah, butts can go down.
Oh, there he is.
So weird. Uh Hold on, my cat's being a jerk. Sorry about that. But yes, your business with Vilroy concluded. You're all 10 gold richer.
Once we're like,
You cut off there. Once we're like,
out on the street from the stop. Hello.
It ate your
hello.
words up and spat them back out real fast. But now you're good.
Okay, cool. Once we're out of the building and on the street, Shoshana just sighs and turns to face Mr. Patch. I suppose you're intending to follow up on this?
Well, I suppose I might as well, yes. I've got nothing else going on right now.
She just kind of like hangs her head a little bit, looks at Mag.
I mean, if it gets us money, it'll get us closer to finding a new place.
Well, then I suppose I'm following up with you.
Do any of you know where the Orion headquarters is in the city?
Do I? Sounds like something I should.
Yes. Should I roll wisdom
Oh.
charm for that, Jeff?
So it's Orion houses. They are not shy about hiding where they are. Basically any place that has giant unicorn statues visible from the skyway is an Orion house. You probably don't want their actual enclave though. You probably want to speak with the gentleman directly if you think he's keeping it quiet.
We could look for those work advertisements like Miss Cole suggested. In fact, I'll just kind of look up and down the street for anything like that right now.
Haha. Asking around, it's not that hard to find with the name and knowing that there's contact information somewhere. It's not that hard to find out that Alden Dorian has a residence called the Unicorn Estate in the Mithril Towers of Upper Sharn.
Towers.
Is
There it is.
Oh, it's near the park.
it is in the Upper Central section. Only about half an hour away if you guys went on foot.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I am.
I look at Mag again and say, "We'll do our usual then."
Yeah.
Our
Works for me.
usual? Your usual. Right.
What did Mag say?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah. Might as well head up there. Shoshana's just kind of getting into a headspace.
Sorry, I got kicked again. I'm back now.
Many of the grand homes in Mithril Tower are true to the district's names, boasting Mithril filigree. The Sharn Watch seems to be everywhere in this neighborhood, full of busy scions climbing into sky coaches, hosting opulent parties, and showing off their latest purchases at all hours of the day. The Unicorn Estate has a grand unicorn statue and unicorn-shaped topiaries adorning the yard beyond an open wrought iron gate. Flanking this gate are two guards in the House Orion livery. I keep screwing up that word. Livery. Each wears a beautiful helm shaped like the head of a unicorn. The magnificent marble home is clearly owned by one of the city's wealthiest Dragonmark families.
I don't personally want to attempt to walk straight up there and talk to guards or knock on the door. I just kind of want to, I guess, take up, just hang out and observe and see if the guy leaves the house.
How long do you want to wait? It's
I'm
about
patient.
noon already.
Yeah, Shoshana will wait a very long time. I don't know if anyone else wants to just sit there and do that with her.
No plop down beside you.
An hour goes by. 2, 3.
Before that long, I'm going to say something. I was just waiting for my microphone to turn back on, which was...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Do you think he likes cats?
We don't know that much about him.
Not worth a try.
What was that?
He said it would not be worth a try.
Are there like
What?
guards at the gate?
There's 2 guards at the gate, yes.
Um. How do you want to play this, Magnum? Sure, why not? I don't know what'll get us though. That's the only problem. I'm just gonna sit on this for a moment because I'm not sure how to get from A to into talking to the person. So I'm gonna just sit for a second while other people do stuff.
I mean, Shoshana will straight up tell everyone, like, you guys don't have to. If you have something to do, something you need to spend your 10 gold on, whatever, like, we can meet back up. You don't have to sit here.
Is everyone sticking around, or?
I just like, so we're clear. In character, my character will sit here for like the next 24 hours to wait for this person to come out, but I don't want to stop the game dead if anyone else has other shit they want to be doing right now.
Well, what time of day is it?
It is, I'm going to say like 3 p.m.
Do I
It
know anything
is
about
sunny and stinking hot.
Stinking hot in January?
Sharn's in a tropical region. It is either really hot or really wet.
Gross.
While we're waiting around, I would ask the people who have knowledge of Sharn, where in the city can you learn about Sharn?
Well, a tourist guide? Like a visitor's pavilion?
I said that out of character so that you would maybe get an answer from the DM. Like a real one.
There are tour guides there, but mostly the proficiency in Sharn represents having lived there for a couple of years and like knowing
Yeah,
the
but where
flow
can you
and
like read a
details of
book
the
on
city.
Sharn?
There are public libraries.
Probably wouldn't be far away from where we are. Civic. Oh, in the university.
The university wouldn't be able to just like walk in and like start reading their books. You'd actually have to like be a member.
Yeah, but you could ask questions about Sharn and they could probably tell you better than anybody else. All you gotta do is ask a nerd a question and you're gonna get every bit of information you've ever had on. Have you not heard us play? Now, my question, do I know anything about the dragon?
Do you know anything about? Sorry, you're still coming in really quiet.
I don't know why I'm so quiet tonight. Does Finn know anything about this family? This dragon mark?
Broadly speaking, House Orion is the. Let's bring up the handout here real quick.
It's the train one.
House Orion is marked with the dragon mark of passage.
Can I roll something to see if I know anything about anyone in the Orin family, to be honest?
Ooh. That would be a pretty tricky one. It'd be like a DC 20.
It's worth a shot. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I roll a 20, right? All right.
Ha ha ha.
I do. Which one of these motherfuckers do I know?
You might have heard of this guy just in rumors or like the most like scandal rag of scandal rag publications. This particular scion, Alden Dorian, has apparently been undergoing a very messy, nasty divorce.
Oh. I'm going to look over at Shoshana. And I'm going to gently put my hand on her shoulder and go, you know, I have to take a walk, but I'll be back in a little while. If you know what I mean. And he's going to look over at Pat. He'll look over at Patch, and he's going to wink at Patch. And Finn will walk off to the nearest dark alley. Well, not dark alleyway, but nearest like bathroom place he can go to be at.
Okay, so
Hello.
Tom
I
is
look at
going
Mr. Patch and I say, what does he mean?
Tom is going to turn to Shoshana before she can even say this and go, "It's not sex."
You hear a very inappropriate giggle from Magnum at the word sex.
What is it then?
It's complicated.
We have time, apparently.
You hear a call back. It totally fucking is.
Insight check!
You can roll insight.
God damn it!
Oh wait, was that on Tom or on
On Finn.
on
That was on Finn because I stupidly trust Mr. Patch. But this character who is like 100% based on making insight checks is doomed because I can't fucking roll an insight check ever.
Okay, Tom is going to go to talk to Finn. But I mean, this might take a minute.
Unless you can catch him, he is taking a like brisk walk.
Oh, we're leaving. All right. He'll follow.
Oh no, he is. Oh, you're gonna follow me? Okay.
What, I thought that was the idea. I'm sorry.
Oh no, he was trying to be like, wait here for a minute, and I gotta go do something. I'll be right back.
Oh, he'll.
Can I find a crowded space with a bathroom or something like that?
It's not too hard.
Yeah, Finn will slip into one of the restrooms and will let's see. And Finn won't come back out. But a very pretty lady will.
Oh no, he's fallen in.
In a beautiful red dress.
We've seen the dress though, so if we see the dress walking by, it's like, oh.
Uh-huh.
Cool if I pop that character sheet for them to see.
Yes, you can pop that. She's very pretty. And Velope will walk out and walk up to Patch with their arms crossed and go, so the last thing I heard is one of these guys got a divorce, so it'd be really bad if someone shows up and watch this. She's gonna walk up to the car, look at one of them, lean over and go, excuse me, I'm looking for the head of the household.
Just to clarify, is going through a divorce.
Yes.
The guard stands like as tall and proud as like the queen's own foot guard. It's like, what's your business?
Well, you see, Mr. Oren had me come all the way out here for a visit. He seems to have some, well, dress on his shoulders. I'm a masseuse, so... She'll wink at him.
Have your name, please?
Velope Cole.
He nods, please wait here. And the one guard walks off, leaving the other one to keep an eye. And he disappears into the estate. A couple minutes pass.
How far away from the gate are the rest of us who are waiting out here?
I did not want to be like conspicuous or seen, so yeah. I would imagine a ways off and like just with a little bit of sight line to the place to see if the guy leaves.
Okay.
The guard finally returns, stands up straight by the door in front of Velope. I'm sorry, ma'am, you're not expected.
Oh, that's a shame for me. That I told. And she will turn around and start walking off and see what they do.
They remain on guard.
Damn it! Fuck. I was hoping that would work. Yeah, Velope will just walk up to the others and flop right down mad.
Magnum stares. Hey, I recognize that dress. You stole that from my friend! And he is going to try and tackle her. Like, literally just launches himself.
Roll initiative, no, please.
Dodge this, thief!
I'm gonna stop laughing hard enough. That would be an acrobatics to avoid or athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Good.
This is the best thing ever.
He just like this scrawny little wizard boy just like lifts chick off feet, stumbles slightly, manages not to like die or kill both of them, and just goes, "Where's my friend? You stole his dress! Give it back!"
You'll just see Velope just laughing. Instead of being mad, just giggling madly and go, "Patch, will you please explain?"
No.
Before the little one kills me.
I'm not gonna kill you, I'm just gonna strip you in the street if you don't take it off and give it back to him.
He's going to grab
I
Magnus by
charge
the
for
hair.
that.
He's gonna what?
Grab Magnus's hair.
I point my crossbow at you.
Okay.
And
All right, he's gonna let go of Magnus.
Magnum.
I'd like to call back to my earlier statement. The Sharn Watch seems to be everywhere in this neighborhood. And lo and behold, 4 of them have now approached the party. Is everything all right here?
Just a misunderstanding. I put my crossbow away.
It's almost like there's more than one Taylor in Sharn.
The watch stands there glaring at least long enough until like the obvious signs of aggression have gone away. Like if everybody stopped grappling and pulling
Is
guns
Magnus
on each
done?
other.
Yeah, does Magnum put me down?
Magnum's probably fallen on his butt by now. He is not exceptionally strong. The fact that he rolled that good is a complete and utter fluke. But he's probably sitting on the ground with this chick in his lap just hugging to not let her get away.
Wait, you're still hanging on?
Yep. He has not let go.
With 4 police officers glaring at you.
Velope will throw her arm around Magnum like they're a couple and just giggle.
Magnum through slightly clenched teeth. Lover spat.
Give me a just to do a deception check, DC like 12. With advantage if you're both doing it together.
Yes, we'll do it together.
Who's ever got the higher one? Oh, 5. Nope, Magnum beat you to it. It was a 15. The Sharn Watchmen linger there a little while longer, like just making sure like they know something's up. They know they got nothing, and they eventually move back onto their patrol. And everybody's left in an awkward heap on the street.
Velope will lean into Magnum's ear and in Finn's normal voice will go, "If you fuck up this dress, I'll fucking kill you."
You say that to everyone. He just lightly shoves you off.
He'll get up, dust his dress off again.
Nah, Magnum's put 2 and 2 together. He just goes and sits back down next to Shoshana looking grumpy.
I tried my best. And I will walk back into the whatever bath, another restroom and change back into my normal format.
I'm trying to decide if Shoshana's even still here.
Tommen still wants to talk to her, so he would try and stop her if she was just leaving.
I'm gonna make a roll to see if she's still here. Very, very reluctantly, she's still here. But she's definitely, I think, like, especially as the guards and Finn depart, like, is glancing down the nearby streets and alleys for, like, where is a better place to be than right here? Like, she's scoping out an exit. How obvious is it, or is it at all, that Tommen wants to say something to her?
He's made it obvious by now. If we're just standing around waiting for Phineas to return.
Well, that's not what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, he'll come back as soon as he quickly changes.
But I mean, if we're standing around, he'll full on approach and, well, I guess he'll use their method. So he's just standing there.
I don't know what to do with that. I guess we'll cover that later, I suppose. Hello?
Sorry. I guess. Did we want to end the scene and start having the characters plan for the night and then regather on this case the next day, or did we want to continue this scene? I guess I wasn't sure about that. I guess I was a little unclear.
Well, like I said, Shoshana is staying here for an extremely long period of time. You guys don't want to be here, then go do something.
Finn has nowhere else to be, so he would
Yeah,
stay
I didn't
around.
have anything else cooking.
Otherwise, no, this guy does not appear to pop out
Oh,
in the next
Christ.
couple hours.
It's fine. Or return home, even from a work day or something. Not that he necessarily works, being a rich dude, but whatever.
The only person that does leave the estate is a well-dressed man that appears to be a butler.
Where does he, walks past the guards and is going somewhere?
He seems to be going somewhere, yes.
Okay. Does he, okay, just at a wild shot in the dark, does he seem in any kind of hurry or distress, or is there any...
This dude is the iconic symbol of the cool as a cucumber butler.
Great, awesome, perfect.
You get the feeling like the world could be ending and this guy would be walking in a perfect pace about his business.
Ah, Christ. Well, I don't have anything for that then. I'm sure this is a hook that we can do something with as D&D players.
Finn
But I don't have anything for that.
Finn will approach him and kind of stop him and go, I heard you were hiring people.
The butler stops and looks at Finn curiously. Have you now?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
I do not.
But you know I'm hiring people.
Well, I've heard the house is.
And perhaps you may wish to inquire with the guards at the gate. Disappointingly, the advert was entirely for warforged.
Ah, only for warforged. Is there a reason for that?
That is the job description.
See, this guy's useless. I made the right call.
No. Then. Thank you very much. And Finn's going to angrily walk back. He won't notice it, but some of you might notice his shadow turn around and flip the guy off as he walks off. And he will come back and look at Ivy and go, they're only hiring Warforged. and you're supposed to inquire at the gate. You think you could get any information for us?
I could try.
You don't have to go in alone.
Yes, I'll come with you.
I was thinking a little more subtle than that.
I'd work too.
He holds out his cat to Ivy.
Okay. She'll hold the cat.
If Ivy will let it, it will just like crawl up and hide in her hair. Vine things that she has.
Oh yeah, that works.
And just kind of like sit in there. He goes, I'll be able to see and hear what you do.
Alright.
Lopsided smirk.
Ivy will head to the door.
Just Ivy and the cat?
Magnum's gonna follow a bit just to kind of find a place to kind of like tuck himself away so that he can be close enough.
I'm going with Mag just because I know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tom will go with Ivy just to like escort her and check out the situation, I guess.
Yeah, that's what Finn was gonna do.
If he can find a place to tuck himself away, his eyes go gold and he just kind of like stares off into space.
As you approach, the guards again stand up a little more at attention. Good day.
I was told that there was a job.
Yes, hold please. And the same guard goes off.
I'm sorry. I like the image of hold please like he's on a telephone.
And then after a minute, he returns. Right this way. Please mind the unicorn.
Which one?
And as soon as you step onto the property, like through the gate line, a giant transparent unicorn appears directly above Ivy's head and brays loudly.
Why?
Why?
Appears? Like, what?
And then just as quickly vanishes.
Is that like the bell for when someone walks through the door?
Magnum will giggling relay this imagery to Shoshana.
If you have like any angle on like the front of the house, you can see this from up the street.
Now,
Just suddenly there's a 10-foot tall unicorn. And it's gone.
I'm sorry, John. What was that sound effect?
Nope. You've already got that on recording once.
How do I loop a 5-second clip?
Are me and Tillman following?
Tommen is, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna follow too.
All right.
The guards just let them in.
If they appear to be going together, yes.
Okay.
If you are going in, you can put your token down at the base of the steps here. You approach, the guard leads you up to the front door, knocks, and then steps away. And moment later, the door opens to reveal a woman of small stature. And this will show you both this woman and the butler you saw previously. Good morning. How can I help you?
I was told there was a job.
Oh, uh, she kind of shuffles nervously a bit, and she looks over her shoulder back into the foyer of the mansion. Uh, Gives a nod to the guard and dismisses him. He returns to the gate, and she steps a little closer to Ivy and speaks in a quieter tone. You don't want it.
Why would that be?
It's a bit of a, like, you can see, like, she's debating on what she can say and what she can get away with, and like it's not a very nice job.
Does it involve something of a personal matter for the heir of the house?
When you say that, like, she stands like right up straight. No.
Insight check.
Yeah, she is a terrible liar.
Do I even have to roll?
I'm not even gonna let you make it have to roll on that one. That is obviously a lie.
Well, if it's a job involving that, that is why I came. So the terrible nature of it doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Do you want to continue speaking outside, or would you like to go inside?
And she seems a little nervous of what to do when behind you the voice comes, we'll go inside. And the butler who had left previously has returned. This way, please. And opens up the door and invites everyone to enter the
Oops.
Once the door closes behind them, he turns to face everybody directly. What do you all know?
We just spoke with Commander Vilroy. She sent us on a brief mission to talk to a warforged that had information about a certain situation involving this house. And we were
How
interested in helping.
how certain are you of the situation involving this house?
There was a kidnapping.
He nods. Sorry, the information here is split up into a couple things.
The Viceroy seems to believe there'd be a certain advantage to keeping this discreet.
The butler again nods very much his understanding.
Yes, that is why she chose us, the three most discreet and subtle individuals that she had on her payroll.
There is a soft paw that just kind of like lightly, like, taps Tommen from under Ivy. The cat glares at him.
Oh God, he goes to kick it, but he stops.
He can't.
It's
It
in
is
my
on
hair!
her shoulders.
He's got a high kick. He can do it.
It's just like, hey, there's more than 3.
His son, Caden, has been kidnapped, yes. A rather imposing half-ogre woman has taken him and is now extorting favors from the house.
And how old is Caden?
That's an excellent question.
Yeah.
The young master is 12.
Do you have a current photo? The painting? Damn it! Fuck.
No, photographs do exist.
No,
Okay, good.
photos exist.
He's able to provide you a photograph and a description. You would now know him to see him.
Cute. What are some of her demands, Ben?
Warforged laborers.
Oh,
She is excavating something in Old Sharn.
I see. Okay. All right. We
I believe
might...
that
What?
I believe that she is asking specifically for Warforged, as fewer will ask when they go missing.
How did the Warforged arrive at this operation? Are they escorted by your people, or are they just sent there without knowing better?
Sorry, just all the information in this section is all over the place.
Sorry. I'm like already thinking too far ahead. I don't need to think that far ahead, but I was thinking like, how do we...
The Warforged are recruited at a hall nearby and brought down to Old Sharn via lift. 5 towers north of this one. One of the lifts has been modified to allow access to the old city.
I guess just... What other helpful information do you have available?
Where do you think they're putting the boy at?
I believe he is kept at the excavation site. I also believe that he will be killed when their business there is done.
No, I'd not tell the city guard.
They were quite clear that he would die should the Siraj Watch get involved. And Macedonian has made it clear that I am not to inform the Shan Watch of this matter.
Have you seeked out anyone else's help?
He shakes his head. I am specifically disallowed from seeking help on this matter. And the younger butler sneaks in. But you guys thought us, so it's okay, technically.
We also don't legally work for the Sharn Watch.
Have you, inquired about any other friends that, might help you on that? People that aren't exactly the watch?
I have not.
And if this matter's resolved, how much you willing to pay for it?
When you ask that, the younger butler looks towards the Kalashtar, like nervously, like she's dreading what he's gonna say, and he does his best to be proud when he says, "The master of the house is undergoing a legal arrangement at the moment. His funding is limited."
Limited to about what number exactly?
He again is doing his best to look as proud as he can. I can promise you the favor of House Orion, as well
The
as
mother of-
whatever resources can be acquired.
And the mother of the child, she's not willing to pay either?
Again, the younger one looks towards the older butler, like, The mother of the child has not been informed.
And how much extra would it throw on if I don't inform her?
She is not in town at the moment.
Oh, she'll come back. And I mean, even if I bring the child back, it still got kidnapped and not told about it, so... Oh, the legal dispute. You'd want to keep something like that quiet.
Again, gives Finn just this sidelong death glare.
Finn's just shooting.
If the favor of House Orion and the promise of future resources does not interest you, I can wait and hope to find another.
Holding up hope for another is... Well, you got lucky we came along.
It is a very big thing to have a favor from a dragon-marked house. I believe it's worth it.
It is.
Well, all right, you snow-haired bastard. Your winning smile and charming personality talked us into it. We'll take the case.
Very good, sir. The younger one's like super excited that you're gonna do it, and he's just like, I can't believe we have to put ourselves in this situation. As I've said, the lift 5 towers north of here can be modified via the serpent's head in the control shaft.
Anything else you can tell us about what to expect as far as her forces and defenses go? Anything we could say to the young master to assure him that we're on his side? I don't know.
I cannot say for any sure the composition of their force. I did not go down the elevator myself. I doubt
Anything of value, a family signet ring, or something we can show the kid.
the kidnappers are Dask hoodlums. I imagined simply not being a goblin or bugbear would put him at fantastic ease.
Heaven forbid!
It is going to try very hard to keep his mouth shut. But might be muttering under his breath in Goblin right now. Something along the lines of, you racist bastard.
Finn gets a message in his head that only he can hear. I'm not the one. I'm not the one recruiting these gangs.
Is that coming from him?
You're not sure. That voice just popped into his head.
Oh dear God. Yeah, no, he's gonna keep his mouth shut after that. Kind of look around paranoid and check the walls. This room is pretty bright, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
this is a like luxurious mansion. This is probably the nicest room that any of you have ever been in.
I don't think we had any more information that we could have extracted from him. I mean, I didn't have any more questions.
Me either.
Then I shall bid you good luck on your rescue, sirs.
Thank you.
Finn will follow Avi out.
I'm glad the cat was there.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't think that they would let other people through the door.
Finn's excuse was, this is my good friend and I don't want anything to happen to her while she is here, so you're gonna be nice. Avi's sweet and trusting, he doesn't want anything to happen to her.
So, we reconvene? If people are still around?
Yeah, as soon as you guys exit the gate, the cat hops down and runs over to Magnum and curls back up on his shoulders. His eyes stop glowing gold.
Tommen will face Magnus once we get closer.
Hey, dude.
Did you fill her in?
It's
What?
Magnum.
Sorry.
I keep almost doing that.
Turn to Magnum and just... Did you inform her?
I'm aware.
Well, great then. Then we're all on the same page.
Shoshana doesn't answer that.
Magnum, too, looks unsure.
I'm with you, Mr. Patch.
You said you're with me?
With you.
Well, all right then.
You're heading off to the lift?
Did we want to? What time is it now? Is it like just barely into the afternoon still, or like
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
evening?
say right now, I'm not doing this today. Like, I'm sleeping. I'm not doing this today.
Oh no, we're not.
Ivy will suggest that there's a park nearby that we could all stay in.
That sounds nice.
Shoshana looks at Mag like, if you want, go ahead. I'm gonna get a room somewhere.
Yeah, he's gonna fall, Shauna.
Okay, yeah, I'm out. Fuck that.
He is a little lost duckling that follows her everywhere.
Tommen will take up Ivy on her invitation.
Alright.
Finn will go looking for his wife again.
Finn, we still need to talk sometime.
Would you care to join me for a little while then?
All right. Well, Ivy, I'll be back later if that works for you.
I'll be here.
All right.
I'll kind of hesitate if everyone's leaving Ivy.
I stayed in this park last night. It was fine.
Magnum kind of like looks between Shoshana and Ivy. He's like, "You want to come with us? I got the coin. I don't mind putting up another."
I would be fine if you wanted to, Ivy.
They're from the city. They can figure things out. You and I, we aren't.
I'm not from Sharn.
I'm not talking to you.
You're as
All right.
Sharn as I am.
I'm not from Sharn.
Ivy will take up Magnum's offer.
I'll try to find a place to have, like, I don't know, like there's got to be some kind of hipstery boutique hotel with like lots of plants or a nice park view or something.
So it all depends on, again, what you're willing to pay.
Well, hopefully not too much, but yeah, you know, it's somewhere nice because Ivy liked the park, and I don't want to take her away from a beautiful park she seems to love and sleep in a shithole.
Trying to find an inn in Upper Central that might run you 2 gold for the night. If you drop down a level, it'll be like 8 silver for a room.
Is there something nice and kind of green and leafy in the down level?
Probably not. No, it's all gonna
All
be
right.
like stone cold towers.
That's fine. I'll shell out the 2 gold.
No, you only just shell out 1. Magnum will pay for
Oh,
part
okay.
of it.
Sure.
He doesn't mind.
But yeah, that buys you a night in the tremendously wealthy inn. Like, what's Tommen up to?
He's going for a walk with Finn, and I guess before we figure out exactly what that conversation involves, where were you going to stay tonight?
He has no idea. He's just going to walk around and try to eventually find his wife and meet back up with him or his boss. One or the other.
Okay, so Tommen will keep up with him for a little while, but then eventually split off.
Yeah.
He'll probably get a hotel room tonight.
We get that great film noir montage of Finn like walking through the cold, dark streets in the light rain. It's just like shots of his feet on the pavement and like neon signs.
Love it. And yeah, we can do that conversation now if you want, dude. I don't mind if we do it.
I don't even know where to begin. Should we do this now, or do we want to? Is this near the end of the session?
We're near the end of the session, but we still got like. Yeah, that's probably like about the closest we're gonna get like having a good end for the session here. If we don't go too late, I can put a little cliffhanger, but we'll end it soon.
I guess while they're walking. All right. Well, I guess let's go for what?
Also, real quick, Finn, if you're not gonna sleep, you are gonna have to roll to avoid
Oh
exhaustion.
no, I will find a place to sleep eventually. I'm just gonna look around first before I go to sleep.
All right.
How much is it a night in the lower ward to say?
Like the lowest levels, something still fairly nice will cost you 5 silver. From there you can get like a 1-star inn for 1 silver, and then it's just crappy tenements where you're piled in a room with 30 other people for 5 copper.
I'll do the 5 copper one. If I can't find my wife and figure out where the hell she's staying, then I'll take a 5 copper tenement.
That's either really good or really bad, whatever it was.
What happens to me? What happens to me, Jeff? Stop giggling and tell me.
It winds up costing you more than 5 copper as you get robbed during the night.
How much do I get robbed for?
5 gold.
Can I not find them back?
That 20 was versus your passive perception.
Damn it. Alright.
Turns out, staying in the skeevy room where you're just packed in with 30 other people, not the nicest place to spend the night.
You know what? It's not the most I've lost. Still more than I had this morning. That's what matters.
Did you guys want to play out a scene, or
You mean between Tommen and Finn?
I know
If you'd
Avi
like.
and them want to sing too.
or anyone? Floor's open.
Sorry, what'd you say, Emmy?
I know they're wanting to sing too, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Either one.
Tom's fine with that. Well, I suppose when we're walking, do you think it would be safe for them to talk out loud while walking down the street, or do they have to, like, go to a private area?
As long as they're not like loudly proclaiming their plans to overthrow the monarchy, you're fine.
Okay, good.
So, Finn.
Yes.
You know, I was going to ask if you had a sister.
Something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Could you digress?
Had something like a sister a couple of years ago. Fortunately, she passed, but I'm still here. Got a tombstone and
see.
everything. Tolman, you got a brother.
No, no, I do not. Now, that person who you're talking about, well, he isn't dead so much as. Can I say her name?
You may.
Right. So, that person isn't so much dead like Roz is. He'll be around eventually.
Let's just say Rosalie met a tragic fate. And I'll bloom from the ashes.
That is so tragic. And he takes out a handkerchief, and there is like an exaggerated, just like blow of snot as he puts it away.
Finn will kind of laugh a little bit at that. And we'll look over at Toman and kind of in a very serious, like, dropping the grin for once, we'll go, so are you here to kill me? Or are you doing the same thing I am? Blending
I
in.
don't think we're quite doing the same thing, but I assure you, you are not on my list of things to do, Finn.
Very much. More ways than one. And have you...
Well, at least that hasn't changed about you.
Sorry. And have you seen any of the bosses lately?
He loses his smile and turns away, and he continues to walk, and he's quiet for a little while. You know how it is. They don't exactly like to maintain the same appearance.
Nope. And one's making my life exceptionally difficult. Supposed to have a meeting and they never showed up.
I know the feeling, but our situation still might be a bit different. It sounds like you need to follow up with one of your contacts, and if you don't have any, well, I suppose we'd best just stick together and see each other through these trying times.
I'm trying to find her. Sure, they kept in touch, so if I can find one, I can find the other. Till then, yeah. Sticking together would probably be the best idea. You do piss one of them off.
It'll be nice to know you have my back again.
You've helped me out through troubled times. I can return the favor.
His smile returns. He's back to his chipper, skipping self. They're probably getting ready to depart. Like he's getting ready to break off and find his hotel room. I can't think of anything else like that's really urgent that he would say right. Yeah, so that'll probably be it for now.
Alrighty, that works.
Does anybody else have anything?
I do have a question before we start anything else. Have I found a wife yet? Is she around somewhere? What do I roll the wife?
No, alas. Again, you could walk this city up and down and still not even cover 10% of it in a day.
One of
And
these
in
days.
the couple of blocks you were able to check, no.
All right, I'll go get robbed, I guess.
God.
Meanwhile, on like the other side of town, there's just some lady holding up a sign, "I am Finn's wife." Where the hell is he?
No, she's day late to the airship landing and just has that sign like "Welcome home."
She got the wrong day. Oh no.
But yeah, I think some of us wanted to have a chat with Ivy.
What's a
All
place
right.
like that we're in?
It is a particularly wealthy inn. Like this is for those of you that weren't in the mansion earlier, this is probably the nicest place you've ever been in.
Magnum counts himself as being in the mansion earlier.
This is honestly a little richer than my blood usually, but I suppose we're celebrating in a way.
It's nice.
I don't really need a bed.
You're still welcome to one.
Just because you don't need it doesn't
As
mean
long as I wouldn't be taking it from one of you.
I assume we got a place that could, unless like they didn't count the warforged into the like when they gave us a room.
They would suit like you're renting the room, not per person who can fit in it.
So that doesn't answer the question. How many beds are in the room?
Oh, two.
Okay.
And a nice couch, maybe, I assume.
Couch, little kitchenette.
Yeah, well. I know you don't function quite the same as us, but surely there's wear and strain. You don't need to be on your feet the whole time.
It is nice to sit down. She'll go and sit on the couch.
Hey, thanks for putting up with Scragamuffin earlier. He didn't put any holes in your clothes, did he?
Not that I've noticed.
You like cats?
It's very cute.
He, like, stretches out his arm and the cat just, like, runs down and runs over and hops into Ivy's lap.
She pets it gently.
It purr. He will sit down on the floor nearby her, kind of like looking up, and he looks like he has many questions he wants to ask, but he kind of keeps glancing at it. So Shauna, like, I'm being good, you go first. Kind of looks.
When we spoke with Miss Cole earlier, you mentioned, or suggested, I should say, that she make her way to the Iodine Reaches.
Yes.
It's a long way.
I just thought that if she didn't want to be found, a large forest would be a good place to disappear in. It's where I disappeared for several years.
Going to ask if that was where you hailed from, but I've never been that far afield myself. The war didn't quite He wasn't as present there.
No. I myself landed there. It was an accident.
Accident.
I was part of an airship crew. She makes like a hand motion of like something falling.
It's like, oh. Shosha's like, oh.
Magnum does that thing where like your feet go forward and then your like butt follows and does like a couple of like quick butt scooches closer with interest.
Obviously, I survived the fall, but I was badly broken and trapped for a while. It was a very beautiful and frightening forest. But luckily, there was a beautiful and frightening creature nearby,
What kind of
and she
creature?
helped me. Her name was Willow. She lived in a tree. She was the tree.
Just hear very softly, cool.
She wasn't too friendly of company in the beginning, but eventually we became friends, and she taught me many things, and I loved her.
You're speaking about her in the past tense.
Ivy holds the necklace that she wears. Yes. She was murdered.
And you came here seeking something capable of resurrecting. Isn't that what you said?
Something. It's very unclear.
Something specific.
There are a lot of questions on how to bring such a creature back.
Well, I'm good at arcane stuff. I can help out where I can.
Research will definitely be an essential part, but the thought was if we found something very powerful, even if we didn't know how, we could perhaps beseech an archfey, and they could help. So I'm either seeking the answer to how to do it myself, or something to bargain with.
I haven't dealt with that kind of being often myself, but my understanding is that Archfey often drive a very hard bargain.
That is also what I have been told.
There are other ways.
You have some ideas.
I might.
She always has ideas. Super smart. He's like beams at her.
I have experience. Not with that specifically, but it's believed to be possible. It's beyond me. No, I won't. I won't lie to you. But maybe someday.
Ivy will like hold her hand out to you to like shake.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I look forward to that day.
That's what we do. We help people.
I would do anything to bring her back.
I
So
know the
thank
feeling.
you.
And I've been here to listen if you ever find there's more you want to say.
I'll remember.
See Magnum just take a really deep breath.
I'll just kind of like step back, like, okay, your turn. You have the floor.
And just like a torrent of questions spills out. Most of them are unintelligible, like he says something and you're sure there were words in there somewhere, but they're so smushed together it makes no sense. But definitely one of the like last questions, like, how do you get the ivy to grow out of your head like that? It's really cool.
Magic. Sorry.
He just like hits, he does like the don't slap to his own head, like, oh, of course.
Like she'll also show that there's like some cracks where that could like give purchase for those kind of ivy roots that like, you know, grow on a wall.
Yeah.
And then but it's mostly just like she does like a little druid craft to make like a little bud of ivy grow some, so you see that it's like sort of maintained by that.
If you do any magic in front of him, he's just like instantly just like big eyes staring and watching how you do it.
That's remarkable.
Did your friend teach you that?
Yes. And she was more than a friend.
I didn't know the right term. Sorry if I offended.
No, I just wanted to be clear.
It's really cool that you had a teacher, though. Sounds kind.
Ivy will take off 2 leaves and give one to Shoshana and give one to Magnum.
Magnum's just like,
What? Sorry.
What X?
adding to the inventory.
I believe.
Oh.
It gets tucked into Magnum's spellbook. He definitely kind of like gently pushes Scragamuffin away as he's trying to tuck the leaf away in his book because the cat's just like, ooh, food. It's like, no, Muffin, go away. Pulls out a bit of like fluffy lint, like tosses it across there, and the cat's like, ah, and runs after it. But yeah, I may send you more questions that spilled out of his mouth later on, Erica. I
Sure.
can't think of them right now. That was just like the one at the top of the list.
Yeah.
We want to talk about how he wanted to go up to the bouncer guy and go, hey, how'd you lose your leg? Why is it replaced with wood?
Oh, we freak out so bad!
We're goblins! Awful. Yeah, no, the John Mulaney skit was going through my head that entire time. Well, I was born this way. Nah.
Jesus.
But yeah, I may send you more questions later. And if we're ending this here, the only thing that's, like, unusual is that Magnum kind of freaks out in the middle of the night and then, like, kind of just hides away in, like, the bathroom of the room or something like that for a little while.
I'll go get him.
How
Aw.
does he freak out?
Like,
Nightmare?
yeah, like, wakes up in the middle of the night screaming his head off and then just, nope! Zoom!
Okay.
Shisham is a very, very light sleeper. So like it doesn't. You can kind of tell when people are like asleep. She kind of looks like she's faking it almost. It's just like she's just kind of lying there. But yeah, and does like wake up immediately at any significant noise.
I mean, you guys know how Ivy sleeps. She doesn't.
Yeah.
Just sits there watching the room.
I just don't move.
He seems like perfectly fine, like later on the next day, but that is something that she would be witness to.
Okay.
Otherwise, yes, I think we'll call it here for tonight.
Cool.
With everybody soft and safe in warm beds for a change.
Nobody's
Tell
eating
me
trash.
about safe and warm. You know what? I was here with the trash panda, okay? At least I got my goals.
Until the Nightmare Magnum had, like, a cat eye mask where, like, Scragamuffin was just stretched out over his face. After that, he sat on Ivy's lap for the rest of the night. The cat did, not Magnum.
I love that you had to specify that.
Well, I realized that it could be ambiguous.
It's perfect.
I realized it was ambiguous, so I fixed it.
No, I like the ambiguousness of it.